What's up, everybody? Welcome back to yet another anime news bit. I'm gonna get you guys covered up on all the anime that's currently hit the anime sphere, including some updates around Oshi no Ko, the anime, a new adaptation by Madhouse, Fate Strange Fake, and Golden Kamuy having a delay, as well as a new anime project by the creator of Dragon Ball. So if you're interested in any of this news, definitely stay tuned. Let's kick things off with the news around Oshi no Ko, the anime adaptation. A new trailer and key art has been released for the series, and I have to say, already, it looks gorgeous, and I cannot wait. Of course, this is the manga that is written by the creator of Kaguya-sama Love is War. In the announcement, they specified an April 2023 premiere, so it's going to be in spring. They also announced a 90-minute version of the first episode to be streamed nationwide starting in Japan on March 17th. So we don't have to wait until April, technically. And yes, it's already announced to be on the Hidive platform in the West. So again, very excited, looking forward to this series. It just looks really good. And yes, Rie Takahashi. For fans of Crayon Shin-chan, it has been announced that they will be getting a 3D CG film. Yes, because everybody's been asking for that. And this film is set to premiere in summer of 2023 in Japan. The title for the film is New Dimension Crayon Shin-chan, the movie Great Psychokinetic Battle Leaping Handmade Sushi. Yes. There's already a trailer and a key art release for it, so you can check those out if you are interested. Moving on, Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine has revealed the Black Clover manga will be taking a 2-week hiatus. Now, thankfully for once, it's not because of the mangaka. They cited production circumstances, so hopefully everybody's okay there. They have stated that it will return with a combined 4th and 5th issue, which will ship on December 26th. Moving on, for fans of Space Brothers, yes, the manga, they have revealed that it is entering its final stage. And additionally, that its ending is planned soon. So if you're a fan of that series, look forward to its conclusion. I still need to jump into the anime. I already have the full series, but I need to jump into it eventually. I've just heard nothing but good things about it. Moving on, the official Twitter account for 2.5 Dimensional Seduction manga has announced that the series is going to get a TV anime adaptation. They've already released a new visual for it, as well as Hashimoto has released a new illustration to commemorate the announcement. This one's synopsis is, I have no interest in real girls. So claims Okumura, the president of the school's manga club. He's your typical otaku, obsessed with sexy fictional 2D manga character known as Liliel. Then the new school year starts, and a real 3D girl named Lilisha, whose passion is cosplay, joins the club. Lilisa convinces Okumura to become her photographer, and guess who her favorite manga character is? Not only that, but Lilisa is into modeling the fetishy stuff. The boundaries between 2D and 3D start to blur as this hot-blooded romantic comedy unfolds. So it sounds very spicy. I don't know, are we seeing a trend here in the anime sphere for adapting stuff that's around cute girl does cosplay? Because yes, dress up darling, and now this, but we'll see. Some very unfortunate news surrounding Golden Kamuy, the anime series. Of course, it currently was in its 4th season, and unfortunately they put a delay on the final episodes. Well, now they've pretty much updated their website saying that, yes, the 4th season will restart in April 2023. The official website announced that the delay was due to the passing of an unnamed main staff member of the anime. The announcement noted the main staff member was indispensable to the production. With this, the production committee and Brainspace decided to delay the series. Now, they haven't stated who this main staff member is yet, but just based on what they're saying there, I mean, anybody passing is indispensable, but at the same time, for the entire production and for the time slots and everything to completely halt, kind of indicates that it's somebody that maybe be higher up in the system of the production itself, maybe a director or something. Then again, it just might just be the impact to the entire team, just losing somebody. But yeah, definitely some very unfortunate news, and hopefully everybody can kind of recover quickly. Moving on, for fans of Heat Pig Liver, those that are looking for that series coming out, yes, they announced an anime adaptation quite a while back. They've already released a visual cast and a 2023 premiere. Yes, they pretty much had the 2 members that did the promo for it are reprising their roles. So yes, the voice of Kirito will be the pig. Anyways, Yoshisugu Matsuoka, as well as Tomori Kusunoki. Yeah, I'm sort of mixed on this whole thing. It sounds kind of funny. It looks like it's going to be more in the possible ecchi realm. At least that's based on the PV itself. It sounded pretty risque, but we'll see how that one turns out. Again, that's the one about some ritual for not cooking pig liver and eating it, and it transports him to another world as a pig, and then he's got this really cute lady taking care of him. The increasing genre of reincarnated as an animal and being around hot girls. Moving on, Big Comic Superior has announced that Gundam Thunderbolt manga is going on a 2-month hiatus. They announced the return will be on February 24th, so unfortunately if you're reading that manga, just expect a pretty decent delay. Moving on, we have some more uncertainty surrounding the streaming service Hidive. Yes, we've talked about previously that AMC announced they're going to be laying off a large portion of their workforce, and that sort of gave us a lot of uncertainty to the parent company of Hidive itself and what effects will be on Hidive. And while there's no confirmation here, it does raise some concern, but Hidive has stated that due to regular and ongoing curation of its library, some series will be temporarily unavailable, but expected to return in early 2023. These titles will include shows like Amage Brilliant Park and Digi Charat. Now, sadly, none of this really makes any sense. Why they would lose a title for such a long period of time, and honestly, with some titles leaving before and then not really having any sort of return of it, it raises up the concern there. Speculation, purely speculation here, it makes me believe that possibly in the wake of what happened with AMC and them seeing money issues and obviously laying off people, that the idea of renewing some certain licenses is kind of off the table right now. And they could be saying, you know, it's going to come back later on, just to kind of ease people's minds that they are losing titles and they don't have money to relicense. So yes, they license a series for, say, 2 years to stream on their platform, and that those 2 years are up, they have to relicense it. And so maybe there's a possibility with, you know, things being tied up at AMC, they might not know when they can relicense this stuff. So they might be truthful in saying, yes, it'll come back later on when we get enough money to relicense it, or it just might not happen altogether, and they don't want to create this fear that Hidive is suffering in the wake of what's been happening with AMC. Again, that's where my fear comes from, is that this isn't necessarily, we're just moving things around, don't worry about it. It's, we just lost a bunch of titles, people are going to be asking questions, and we don't want to tell them that we just don't have the money to relicense it because, again, we're pinching pennies right now. Again, I don't want this to happen. I really don't want Hidive to suffer. I want them to be successful. And again, like I said at the very beginning, all speculation. If you want to take their word for it, that's just due to curation. But moving on from that, we have Bandai Namco has opened a website announcing a collaboration with Akira Toriyama. Yes, the creator of Dragon Ball. This new project is called Sandland Project. Bandai Namco began streaming a trailer to announce further details on the project will be on December 17th. So mark your calendars if you're excited for some new news around Akira Toriyama. It is important to note that the Sandland manga is a short series that was penned by Toriyama. But yeah, whatever comes from that, definitely looks good, and as per usual, his art style is very unique. Moving on, we had Sean Kleckner. I kind of mentioned in a previous news bit that there was some hints in an email from Right Stuf that Sean Kleckner was making his move out of the company. Well, we now have an official announcement. Sean Kleckner has released an announcement to all the Right Stuf staff that, yes, he is leaving both Right Stuf and Crunchyroll. And this will happen on December 14th, so definitely send him your best wishes. He's definitely been a crucial aspect of the Western distribution of anime, and it's going to be sad to see him go because honestly, I don't know. I don't have much trust in Crunchyroll handling Right Stuf, but he did express that he is confident in the current Right Stuf management team at Crunchyroll. Sure. Moving on, our next bit, Madhouse has announced that it is going to be producing an anime adaptation of the Genes of an AI manga. This trailer they've released for it already looks pretty insane. We'll see how it turns out. The synopsis is the science fiction manga is set in the near future when nearly 10% of the population are humanoids. Human-like robot artificial life. Humanoids are accepted as a matter of fact in society, yet they suffer from their own problems and sicknesses. The story centers around a human Suro, who is a doctor that specializes on humanoids. So, like I said, trailer already looks really interesting. We'll see how it turns out. Madhouse does some really great work, so I'm looking forward to that one. And finally, our last bit of news to leave on an unfortunate note. I don't know, I didn't plan this. The official Twitter account for Fate Strange Fake has announced that it is delayed from its release on December 31st. So, very unfortunate stuff. They've cited the usual production issues. They never state exactly why. It's just always production issues. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I was really hyped when I heard about the announcement for Fate Strange Fake, and I was looking forward to it. But with everything else in the anime industry right now, it seems like everybody's just being overworked to death, and it's only going to get worse next season with 65 anime coming out. So something's going to break. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this news bit. If you did, make sure that like button down below, comment, let me know what's the most interesting bit of news in this news bit. Additionally, if you're new to the channel, make sure that subscribe button so you get all my content. I do news, reviews, first impressions, top lists. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon link, a tips link, and a super thanks button down below. Greatly appreciate everybody it does, and y'all take care.